In this video, I want to reveal some of the best places that you can learn more about website design. Now, obviously at Creator HQ, we give you courses, we give you video tutorials, and we give you templates that you can use that help you to build websites within just a few minutes. But there's a whole lot more in this world of building websites that go into websites that you also need to become acquainted with so that you can become the best website designer that you possibly can become. So like, for example, you may want to learn new methods of finding clients. You may want to learn the psychology of websites and the layout. You may want to learn so many different things. And I just want to show you a few places where you can actually just go and get that education for free. You don't have to sign up for a paid course, but you can actually learn for free. So one of the first places obviously is our official channel, which is Marshall Website Design, which is specifically for the 30-day challenge, but it's going to be going on forward even after the challenge. You can always come to this channel and learn anything to do with website design. So I'm just basically creating content and showing all the different topics that have to do with website design. But you also notice me after the 30-day challenge creating more content which is directed at the end user, the person who's going to be buying the website. So you can actually learn content about selling websites through content itself by just subscribing to this channel, following it, and then learning as you watch the different content that I'll be sharing. Then there's another one of my favorite YouTube channels which is out there, which is called Flux Web School, right? This guy actually taught me the psychology of selling websites. The first time I sold a website for $3,000, the previous one before that I was selling websites for around $500 or less. I learned the psychology of selling high-priced websites from this guy. He's actually got a book which is called The $1 Million Website Designer, which I'm also going to talk about in another video. But I'd recommend that every single website designer actually get that book and read it. But he basically talks about the psychology of why people actually buy. So it would be good for you to subscribe to this channel. Also, come and watch this video that he's got about how to sell profitable websites. It's also very helpful. It's one of the latest that he actually recently posted. But if you just go through his content, you're going to find a lot of gems of different stuff that you can actually learn about website design. Excuse me. Then there's this lady here. Her name is Anna Hickman. And I like the fact that she only has got 18 videos, but then she's got a lot of subscribers already. She creates quality content about her process on how she actually does website design. Now, there's a course that she took that helped her with her mindset that I also took that introduced me to her. And then I started following her journey. So you notice some of the things that I talk about. If you follow her, you will notice that she also speaks about them as well, because we're following the same types of people. But basically, she's got lots of great content, like, for example, a website design process. Excuse me, I haven't been feeling too well. That's why maybe coughing at all, but it doesn't matter. Web design process, client process, unlimited clients. She just explains to you everything step by step. And that's what I love about her content. So make sure that you just go to YouTube, search for her, Anna Hickman, like this. Sometimes like another name might pop up. Just say Anna Hickman web design, and then you find her. She's got some great templates that you can also get from her website. Some of them you need to pay for, but then it's just some great content. And then there's this other guy here. His name is Payton. He's also a fantastic content creator who talks about website design. He talks about the difference between $100 websites and $10,000 websites. He's got a good explanation for that. And he basically uses this software, which is called Webflow and also Framer, different from Creator HQ. But it's not necessarily about the software that you'll be using. It's about the process. It's about the approach. And so he's very good at explaining the approach. So come and look at his content. For example, he's talking about web designer gets sued for building a website. He talks about a lot of things that I don't necessarily talk about in Creator HQ. So it's a great place for you to come and learn. Then one of the best and simplest places to learn website design is this one, which is Flux Academy. Anything that you can ever think of to do with website design, these guys, they explain it, and they explain it in depth. They've got a ton of courses that are 2 hours, 3 hours long that explain how to use. They also, like Payton, use Webflow for building their websites, but they really go in depth and they answer lots of questions. I especially like them because they broke down the issue, the question of what exactly do clients look for in a website. I actually learned it from them. They explained it so simply and easily. If you just go through the videos, you'll be able to find that one. But They also have got tons of content, though sometimes it can get overwhelming because most of their video tutorials are very long. Like I said, 2 hours, 3 hours long. But if you want to learn specific topics, it'll be good for you to come to them and then just learn those topics. Then there's this young man here. He's actually a South African, which is actually inspiring because I'm also in South Africa, and he's actually quite young. His name is Dean Smith, and he went viral, or he became very popular with this one video here, how I find $15,000 website clients. Now, when you see that $15,000, it's going to make you want to watch the video, and then you're going to want to copy his whole business model. If you do that, you're going to go a whole rabbit hole and totally neglect what you already know. Sometimes you may actually feel like, no, okay, I need to learn more. And I'm going to talk about that just at the end of this video. But what I'm trying to say is that this video, you can just use it as an inspiration to show you what's actually possible. There are website designers out there who are charging $15,000, $30,000, and this should just be a benchmark to say that this is actually possible. So just go through his content, learn from him, but stick to the methodology that you have been learning. If you've been learning from me, stick to what you have been learning from me. If you want to learn from him full-time, stick to what he's teaching you full-time and go for it. I'm saying this so that you don't get too distracted and you're trying so many different ways and approaches. But basically, website design works the same. We're answering the same questions for different clients, or reaching out to kind of similar clients, and then we're bringing value to all of them. And then the next one, let's see if there's a next one. Okay, then the next thing that you can also do, maybe if you want to do your own research and find more people to follow, simply just go to YouTube and just search for website design like that, and lots of different people are going to pop up, right? Like you see some website design courses. Obviously, Flux Academy is appearing there at the top again. There's this one which is called the Website Architect. I know them, but I don't follow them much. But I'm sure they also have got some great content. But this is a way that you can actually just find some great content that you can watch to keep you inspired and to answer some of the questions that we might not be answering at Creator HQ. And now, just to overemphasize what I mentioned earlier on, I'm not showing you all these different content sources so that you can confuse yourself and then you have analysis paralysis and never start your agency, right? I'm just showing you this as different tools that you can use to learn more information, but it should not stop you from making progress. You should go ahead and start your business, go full force, talk to clients, make tons of mistakes, and then when questions come up in your mind, you can come to these different platforms or these different channels to learn more, to answer the questions that you may now have. The biggest mistake that lots of people make is that they spend way too much time studying, learning, growing, and they never start. Most times, like people who run successful businesses are the ones who have allowed themselves to start a business and make mistakes, and not necessarily the ones who went to college and they studied for years how to do entrepreneurship, only to discover that entrepreneurship has got nothing to do with what you're learning, but it's got everything to do with you making mistakes, you trying something until you figure it out, and then boom, your business does well. So, like I said, this is just to inspire you, just to encourage you that there are different resources out there that you can use to actually learn and grow as a website designer, and hoping that this will take your business to another level. I'll see you in the next video.